Welcome back. It is Friday, October 6th, 2023. We are at week 191. So lots of breaches lately involving supply chains or an attack that targets your trusted third-party vendors that provide you with software or services. And while I will save you my own cowboy puns, Garrett Moreau wrote a great article titled Safeguarding the Supply Chain, a Western. In addition to just being entertaining, it highlighted specific vulnerabilities, consequences of this kind of attack, some solutions to help out, and some best practices to keep in mind as you put it all together. Good stuff. I'll be sure to link it for you. And as many organizations are still picking up the pieces from the MOVEit attack, ransomware hackers have started exploiting one or more recently fixed vulnerabilities that pose a grave threat to enterprise networks around the world. One of the vulnerabilities has a severity rating of 10 out of possible 10, and another 9.9. They reside in WS-FTP server, file sharing app made by Progress Software, the maker of MOVEit, the file transfer software that was recently hit by the critical zero-day vulnerability that has led to the compromise of more than 2,300 organizations and the data of more than 23 million people. Admins should prioritize patching, and if that's not possible right away, disable server ad hoc transfer mode. They should also analyze their environments for signs that they've been hacked. The article also included indicators of compromise, so I'll be sure to link it for you. And this month we kick off Cybersecurity Awareness Month with the data diva herself, Debbie Reynolds, who put together an absolute dream team of pros that do so much to help keep us all informed and connected with the Data Diva's top 25 cybersecurity experts of 2023, including yours truly. Be sure to give this list a follow. If they don't help keep you informed on everything relevant and important in the cyber and data protection space, then no one can. So thank you, Debbie, for putting this together. A lot of job seekers in the market right now. So if you're using Indeed or perhaps another job posting site, use extra caution. According to Menlo Security, starting in July of 2023, adversaries have been observed exploiting an open redirection flaw in the Indeed.com website to take victims to a phishing page designed to steal their Microsoft credentials. The attacks were mainly focused on C-suite employees and other executives at banking and financial services, insurance, property management, and real estate, and manufacturing organizations, mainly in the U.S. As part of the attack, the victim would receive a phishing email containing a link seemingly taking the recipient to Indeed.com. And when clicking the link, however, the victim would be taken to a fake Microsoft login page deployed using the evil proxy phishing framework. Fetching all page content dynamically from the legitimate Microsoft domain, the phishing kit acts as a reverse proxy, allowing the attacker to intercept the victim's credentials before they are sent to the actual login page. Furthermore, the phishing kit also steals the victim's session cookies, which the attacker can then use to impersonate the victim and access their Microsoft account, bypassing some multi-factor authentication mechanisms. I will link it. And new regulations that went into effect on Sunday aim to make it more difficult to hack into medical devices by requiring vendors to beef up the security features of things like pacemakers and insulin pumps before they make it to the market. The regulations from the FDA mandate that vendors of medical devices create processes to find and mitigate vulnerabilities, create a software bill of materials, and have a plan in place to address vulnerabilities for products after they've been sold. For medical device makers, that's a huge hit. That could mean getting late to market, which could be millions of dollars a week or month in revenue. And the new guidance applies to cyber devices, which broadly includes products that are connected to the internet, software products or software in devices, and devices with technical characteristics that could be vulnerable to cyber threats. While the regulations technically went into effect in March, the FDA gave device makers leeway until Sunday to prepare for the new rules. The FDA rules represent the first time since 2005 that Congress has authorized an agency to regulate the cybersecurity of the private industry that it oversees. I'll link the article for you. And nearly half of all Americans have had personal data exposed by cyber criminals. The director of the National Cybersecurity Alliance says 4 behaviors can help reduce the threat. The 4 emphasized behaviors of Cybersecurity Awareness Month are the same as last year, she says, because there is still progress to be made. The behaviors include using strong passwords and a password manager, turning on multi-factor authentication, recognizing and reporting phishing emails, and updating software. We talk a lot about these and other tips like opting out of data aggregators. We emphasize the importance of the gold standard of executive digital protection program for your executive team and your board members, as well as for celebrities, athletes, influencers, high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals. With every compromise and breach you see in the news comes with it additional pieces of your company and employee information that attackers use to log in, social engineer, and impersonate users to gain access to your personal and professional accounts. And while it's impossible to take down every bit of exposed information, unfortunately, dark web criminals don't respond too well to take down requests and opt-outs. It's imperative that you're doing all you can to not be the low-hanging fruit and to remove what can be removed, in addition to educating your executives and broader teams about various scams and how they can protect themselves and the company. Please reach out if I can help. I am happy to help. I'm happy to educate when we talk about executive digital protection. Other than that's what I have for you all this week. I hope everyone is doing well, heading into a fun weekend. It looks like it's going to be a gorgeous one here in Chicago. So I hope you all stay safe, and I will look forward to seeing all of you next Friday.